He gets it. But I can't stop him from getting it. See, I'm always just a second too late, because if I had frozen him, I would have been able to snag that buff. But when I disappear like that, I don't know where he is. And our Freya is... Gotta stop going that far forward. I'm not sure what her goal was there. Now, they did lose a guy, but I don't know where Odin is. It's freaking me out a little bit. We got enough people here that we could probably take out this Geb if he stays out of position. Kukulkan's back. Gotta watch out for the tornadoes and that ult. Loki has just shown up on the map. There he is. I don't have what it takes. Good. Now we're gonna eat a little bit of that, but I'll use the heal to cancel that out. There's Odin. He's got his damage buff pretty consistently. Gebs. I still haven't seen... I'm not sure if I caught the Kukulkan ult. But now we gotta make sure this side doesn't get through. There's the ult! That was what I was worried about. But she's playing that very well. Once we have to focus on the siege minion, Kukulkan really shines. Because we have a lot of the damage dealers have to get close. Alright. That was a waste on my part. I'm going to ask them to retreat so that way they at least think about the fact that I'm not there. And make my item purchase, upgrade my magical protection and health, start making a step towards some magical damage. It's very important to have. Oh, I do have a relic, but they're getting kills without me now because we're starting to roll. So now that I can heal my team, I'm also going to try to make it so that I can curse theirs a little bit more. So, which is going to curse removes, I believe it slows them down as well as debuffs. So while I'm in the thick of things, I can now I can start clearing minions too because their attacks are better served elsewhere. I don't see much of their team, which makes me a little bit nervous. There's Kukulkan, there's the Odin ult. Come around to me, come around to me, come around to me. And I can save you. Good. Move, Freya. Move. Chihuahua. Okay. Oh well. And Loki's gone. I don't have freeze again. But we had a decent trade. We really need to kill Kukulkan. And if the Loki was smart, he'd really jump on me. And oh, that was a bad spot for the ult to be. Just trying to slow that Odin down as much as possible. Good Freya, good Freya. Freya lifted them up so they wouldn't have an attack on her. Here. Okay. So I went ahead and popped my ult early, which drastically reduces the damage, but that Loki was going to leave my ult radius, and I knew that someone else was going to kill him. So it was the best bet at that time. Right now, they are down multiple people, and we're going to catch this Geb out of position in a second. So we have a Geb down, and we have a lot of damage done to Odin. And primarily, the main thing is that our minions are getting through and cutting down their kill count. As you can see, we're at 279 to 188. First person down to 0 loses. I'm going to do that. Now, if I really want to, which I'm gonna, just because I have the moment, I'm gonna go ahead and get this mana buff over here by killing this creature. And this will allow me to recharge my mana significantly faster. And I'm tired of Odin getting these buffs. So I am going to try to remove them from the game. I won't be able to pick up 2 buffs at the same time, but now Odin can't pick them up. And we're getting rolled over here, and Odin's getting buffs. So this is what happens if I leave play. It's quite possible my team's going to get screwed like this. And we're going to have to deal with this Odin ult, which is going to get really bad. And Odin is a very difficult fight. And that's really bad for me, too. So we just fed them very well. And it was dumb for me to leave play, because I should have told him to retreat. Hey, Geb. What up, buddy? What up, Broheem? Dang it! I was really trying to catch Kukulkan. Oh well, we're all gonna heal. and we'll just rally. It was my bad. I shouldn't have gone for those buffs. It was a bad time for it. They thought I was going to be there, and I wasn't. Having your tank around matters a lot. Good, they're clearing those minions. Now, what this means is we got 2 people alone against their team. Well played by Kukulkan trying to get that damage in on me, but I'm not really the best target for that. I don't know where Loki is. There he is. Right there. Alright. So I'm eating some damage. We got a double kill though. Kukulkan's down. The curse. There's the ult. Go ahead and make the heal so that we countered out everything. That was a bit intense. I wasn't able to speak to everything, so I apologize. But basically, in freezing the Loki, he got through. Then Odin decided to jump on us, but there were too many of us for him to take. So I went ahead and let the damage go through. This looks like a dangerous area. We can catch this Loki. Now, lifting the Geb when I freeze him, those 2 combinations don't work very well together. Geb's about to throw an Earthquake in a second, and then he's going to try to roll out of it. Who's down here? How can I help with this Odin? And that's a dead Odin. So you see now the reason I chose Ymir with this group is we have a lot of burst damage, so if I get 1 freeze off, they just target them and significantly can whittle their health down, whether they're a tank or not. And basically, if you time it right, we can just remove one of their characters almost immediately. That was the ult. So now he has nowhere to run. What you're gonna do, I'm gonna freeze you soon. Oh well, this is a waste of an ult, but whatevs. 17 to 207. So by playing it safely and just whittling the health down, we got this. I'm not sure if they're gonna surrender. If they don't surrender, this is gonna go into a bonus round. Oh, we've lost 1. We're about to lose Soul as well. Yeah. And really, there we go. That's much better for us. Did they surrender, or we just get it? Woohoo! So, since they didn't surrender, we should still go into a bonus round, which they actually stand a chance of winning if they do something amazing. I don't really know. We have a significant advantage right now since one of their guys isn't going to play. But we could be stupid. We can still lose this very easily. 1 straight on Kukulkan ult on all of us will be significant. No problem. There's the ult. The Loki's down. There's the heals to deal with the Odin. And that's it. Just use the ult to whittle off a little bit of health on the Geb because he was going to die anyways. More just building up solid damage for the team. So that's a very passive Ymir. And I feel like that's an appropriate way to play him, at least for Arena. Just using that freeze to catch out single champions so that they don't. So basically, you know you're going to have a 5-4 advantage if you can catch out one of those champions. The trick is that Loki was not after me. The Loki on the Ymir, if I'm out of position, can really, really screw up the process. So I got lucky that Loki wasn't focusing on me. Really, no one focused on me except for the Odin, which made it very easy to handle. So real quickly, a celebration. Let's go get a skin. I'm not sure which skin I want to get, but we will know. We will know. I know Mercury's very cool. I haven't spent a whole lot of time playing him, but I think I'm going to end up playing Bakasura once I get into Conquest, if I can. So I'm going to snag a skin for him, because I think he is nifty. Bakasura! Bakasura! Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Voldo from Soul Calibur. But he is super nifty. I wish I could get the bunny. I wish I could. I love the bunny. Ravenous is cool. Actually, all of his skins are pretty cool. Is this the red one? Yeah, that's nifty. I can only get Butcher. So let's do that. Alright, so we got a nice little extra skin. And we're about to go into the next game type. So, Bakasura, whenever I played, I'm not sure if this is still the main event, or the main way to play him, was played as a jungler. Which is how I intend to play him. I'm not sure if my team composition is going to work with it. I might not be able to play him if a jungler is already chosen, like an Arachne. Unfortunately, the members I've seen playing this game who play Arachne don't play her very well right now. She is very hard, but they've changed her ult, I believe, a little bit. But the issue is they tend to think that she's invincible, and they run in and die without any support, which it just doesn't function very well. What I'm going to try to do is use his ability to go through the jungle. Got an Anubis here. This is fantastic. Someone else got it? Oh, wow. So we won't get to see the Bakasura. What does this leave me with? We have an Anubis. I'm going to then switch over and play Hell, I think. Because it's a solid second pick. I can pretty much go anywhere with Hell. I tend to run her primarily as a damage dealer, so that means I spend most of my time... First off, Hell has two forms. She's a rare type of character in which she has 6 spells and the ability to switch between 2 forms like she just did. One is primarily a damage dealer, the other is primarily a healer and a buffer. The longer you spend in either form, the stronger the effects of that form. So the longer you're a healer, the more you heal for. The longer you're a damage dealer, the more damage you do. I tend to sit in damage dealing and then rotate back to healing so that I can live longer and provide my teams with more buff. But I use her primarily for creep clear, because I focus on a spell she has, which is a huge wave of damage, and a spell that is a AoE damage once it hits, which makes her deal a significant amount of damage very quickly and often surprises people because she doesn't look like she's going to have the sustainability that she has with those heals. So most people who don't know what Hell is capable of will just try to spend forever one-on-oneing a Hell. And unless it's something like a Bakasura or a really good assassin, she has the advantage because she just has the longevity. I will hopefully be able to demonstrate this, but I don't know. They got a Rama. Fenrir will rip her apart. Can rip her apart. Rama, maybe if the Rama's good. Mercury has the ability because he has the stuns. The stuns is really will ruin her game. But someone like the Odin will seem like they have the advantage. They'll feel like it, but the ability to heal herself means she basically fights through everything twice. And switching between her spells means she can pretty much have infinite spells if you play it right. So moving with Hell, she can actually win that fight one-on-one if you have the right items, which I'll talk about as I purchase them. Ullr, I'm not very familiar with. He also has the 2 sets of skills, so he's going to have a lot more materials to fight with. So right now, I'm assuming our Anubis is probably going to go middle or long lane. I might end up in the middle. Neith will probably go long lane. Ymir should go with the Neith in the long lane. Our Bakasura, I really hope knows what he's doing and is jungling well. We'll know pretty quickly based on the items he picks up, because there's certain items that make you have more longevity in the jungle and survive against the creeps that you need to kill to level. And then we'll just have to see if he has the ability to move between the lanes with the mobility he needs to, so he can get ganks and affect the flow of the game. So basically what he should be doing is running through the forest, and hypothetically as one of our lanes gets pushed up to the spot that they're near a tower